Hello! I thought today it would be fun to go over a few of my favorite supplies that I used in 2023. This list is just an unofficial fun list of stuff that I personally enjoyed. It's not necessarily like new supplies. It's definitely not new supplies. It's just what I personally found myself reaching for over and over again. So let's get to it. Stabilo all pencils. These are not going to be a surprise at all to anyone who is in the mixed media art space. These pencils are incredible. They write over pretty much anything, and they're water soluble, which leads to lots of fun effects, and they're just really fun to work with. I love them so much, and they come in different colors, as you can see. Up next, we have these Ink diamond paint sacks. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with paint coming in sacks, but this stuff is wonderful. Like, can you see that color? Oh my gosh. So if you've ever wanted to paint with glitter in a really easy way that doesn't shed, this is for you. It's really fun to work with. Did I mention that? And it comes in a lot of beautiful colors. The bags are fun to squish, and I love it. It's great for putting a fun sparkly touch on things. Okay, so check out how this diamond paint works. So I don't know if you can see that. It's gorgeous. You just squeeze some out of the bag. You could put this on a palette, or you can just directly apply it to your surface. And you can move it around. See if I can get that in the shot there. It pulls very easily. You can't do like fine detail work, but for covering a large surface with glitter, this stuff cannot be beat. It is fantastic. I've only found one shop on Etsy that sells it, but it's fantastic. Up next, we have little wooden art panels. I get these on Amazon and they are pretty cheap, but so far they've been actually really good, and I like working on these instead of like stretched canvas because they never ever sag, which is important to me. And they're just easy to work with. And did I mention that they're pretty cheap? They're more expensive than like a similarly sized canvas, but still pretty cost effective. So yeah, these are pretty fun. This unassuming looking little thing is a Yellow Paper House junk journal, and they are wonderful. I've done a video on these previously, but oh, I love them. Each page is a different color, which is super, super fun, and different thicknesses and just huge variety in these. So this is currently my go-to art journal, and I don't want to show you a whole lot of it because I'm still working on it. And anyway, I just wanted to say that this is one of my favorite sketchbook / art journals you can go to. Speaking of sketchbooks, I have here a Royal Talons art creation sketchbook. I really fell in love with these this year. They are just wonderful, budget-friendly little sketchbooks. They have this loop in the back to keep it all together, which is nice. And the pages are a gorgeous ivory color. Oops. And you can collage stuff in. They get nice and chunky, which is fun. And they're just great. I like the budget friendliness of them because I feel free to put whatever random thing pops into my head in here. So that's super fun and helpful. Royal Talons, yay! This stuff is not going to be a surprise also to anybody in the mixed media art space, but Liquitex Gloss Gel, oh my goodness, I love this stuff. It's basically, I just use it as a glue, and it is the best glue I have found for sticking down collage and for sticking bits and pieces into things. Like, it makes a wonderful, wonderful glue, and the parts that you see, it's a really nice clear gloss, which looks really cool. So yeah, it also comes in matte, which is great if you're not a gloss person. Okay, this one is a little bit different. It's these Art to Life paints by Nicholas Wilton. Nicholas Wilton is known for paintings, obviously, and also teaching very popular art classes. And his paints are actually really good. I was surprised when I tried these out. They're just the perfect consistency. They're not too thick and they're not too thin. They're a little bit thicker than Golden's fluid acrylics, for reference, and a little bit thicker or thinner than Golden's So Flats. And I find that just perfect, ideal for working with. The colors are vibrant and really lovely. And the jars, like this is the small jar, it's 4 ounces. It comes in a generous size, which is great because you're gonna use up a ton of it. The colors actually do stretch very far. They're very highly pigmented, which is fantastic. And I will say that the shipping cost is kind of high, so if you're going to order some of these, the only place you can get them is on his website. And if you're going to order them in a batch, because the shipping will knock your socks off. Paint is very heavy, it's very expensive to ship, so I understand why. I'm not saying he's gouging you or anything, it's just make it worth everybody's while. Get a couple of colors while you're at it. And I'll be reordering these as they run out because they are really wonderful to work with. I'm very thrilled with them. Okay, so let's check out these Art to Life colors in action. Give it a little shake. As you can see, the color stretches really far. Like, we can just keep going with this stuff. Beautiful. This turquoise, oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Look at that color. Oh man. You can smooth that out beautifully. Yeah, so really nice. Very happy with this paint. Okay, where would we be without vintage papers? I don't know, somewhere boring. This is a vintage dictionary that I picked up a long time ago, and I have been living off of it for years, and I will be for years to come. Look at that. It is full of just perfectly textured, perfectly colored paper. I love this. If you're looking to get one of your own, check out eBay, check out your local thrift store. Maybe you'll get lucky at an antique store or a yard sale. Like, there are old books everywhere if your eyes are open to seeing them. I use this paper constantly, all the time, in collage and paintings. It's just super, super helpful. It's not really new to this year. It's just something I find myself reaching for all the time. Oh my goodness. This was the year of gluing things to things. I fell in love very hard with glitter and little polymer clay babies. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. I love these things. And little embellishments, like the sort you might stick on a phone case if you were so inclined. Yeah, like here's little flakes of glitter. I have all sorts in here. I love it. It makes your paintings just really pop. And I know it's not for everybody, but personally I am a glitter person and I've just really embraced that this year, and it has been marvelously fun. So glitter, won't you? I would be remiss if I did not mention my secret MVP for finishing my Hobonichi this year, the Caran d'Ache Gouache Studio. It's pop. A beautiful collection of, what, 15? Yeah, 15 colors that are just, they're all gorgeous. There's not a loser in the bunch. Comes with a tube of white, which you will definitely need, and even comes with a little brush that I never use. And I love them. They are nice and thick and opaque, and they're a really convenient way to work with gouache. And the colors are super vibrant. Just, yeah. Caran d'Ache does it again. Okay, so these colors are gorgeous. Like, I love that they included 2 yellows. That's super helpful for color mixing, and like these colors haven't absorbed the water altogether. I'm jumping through this really fast. But yeah, just check out these colors, man. Look at this fuchsia. Oh, love it. It has a really nice ultramarine blue. I would say these are somewhere in between a gouache and a watercolor. They're definitely on the side of gouache though. And they blend beautifully, and yeah, they're really nice. If you want gouache, but you want it quick and easy, this is a great option. These babies are Stabilo Carb Othello pastel pencils, and they are so pretty. So much fun to work with. Like, I'm not really a pastel person. I wish I was. I think pastels are super cool, but I just can't get into them. However, these pastel pencils are a mixed media dream. They are so fun to work with. They make a really nice line, and you can like blur it with your fingers a little bit, which is a really nice effect. And they're water soluble, which is super nice. I love them. I went ahead and bought the big set because they are really fun. And I've had them for years, but this year in particular, I just got a lot of use out of them. They are really fantastic. Check out how these guys work. They make a beautiful line, which you can then smear to your heart's content. Ooh, that is pretty. And they're water soluble. Perfect for adding detail where you can't get detail with a normal pastel stick. Look at that. Oh yeah. Pretty. These are a really fun addition to a mixed media toolkit. In the same vein as glitter has been little silk flowers. Oh my goodness. These guys are so much fun to add to paintings. I've covered vast acreage with these little silk flowers this year. And they come in all different forms and made out of different materials. Yeah, like there's just an endless variety of them, and they are super, super fun to embellish with. I love them. And you can pick them up all over the place, like anywhere from like a Joann's to many different sources online. But if you're looking for something extra special as a finishing touch, consider the fake flower. Another paint that I've really been enjoying using this year are the Golden So Flat, in particular their new pastel shades. Oh my goodness. These shades are gorgeous. Like this light phthalo green, I can't get enough of it. It is so beautiful. I've almost used up a whole jar already. That's how much I love it. And the pale yellow, chef's kiss. They're basically like an acrylic gouache. They're just Golden's entry into that. They dry, yes, super duper flat and matte, which I love personally. And I like that they come in these little jars. It makes it really easy to just dip in there and get a little tiny bit to complete your painting. I'm not sure what else to tell you about these paints because I love them so much. The colors are beautiful. The consistency is wonderful to work with. They dry perfectly, reliably flat every time. They're just great. They're a little on the pricier side, but they're worth it in my opinion. Okay, so check these out in action. I'll show you this beautiful light phthalo green. You can just dip in there and it's just fabulously opaque. You don't get a lot of texture. It is truly so flat as advertised. And like the yellow, oh my goodness. Oh, I love these colors. So you can see for a yellow, this is actually fairly opaque. Yellows never cover that well, but oh, I love it. It's so pretty. And that's it. My favorites of 2023. If you enjoyed seeing all this and you think any of this stuff looks interesting, I've linked it all in the box below so you can check it out if you're so inclined. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will also like this other video that's going to get linked on the screen very soon, hopefully around this time. And that's all. Please like and comment and subscribe and all that jazz because it helps my little channel out, I guess. I don't know. That's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!